I used to do house calls in the hills of the Appalachian Mountains. Many of my patients lived off the grid and at times did not have running water or electricity. I traveled in a lot of areas where there was no cell service and I didn't have GPS, so I would navigate to people's homes using the compass in my car and a map. The company I used to work for does not exist anymore. It was dissolved, so no, I am no longer an employee. The stories that I tell are based on true stories and changed because of HIPAA and for the sake of storytelling. I still do house calls for a living, but I work in the inner city. A lot of people have asked that question. Now, when I say house calls, a lot of the time, yes, I do mean houses. People live in single homes, they live in double homes, they live in condos, they live in complexes, but on the rare occasion, I would see patients in like tents or patients that were in temporary housing situations. Sometimes I would also go to halfway houses. So where I would work really depended on the needs of my clients. And in this one particular situation, I was in an area where there were a cluster of tents and many people who lived in them, and one of the patients I was seeing lived in one of those tents. So I arrived, the plot of land itself, there was like the closest address, and then there was like landmark. It was actually very easy to find. So I know people are always like, how do you find it? It was very easy to find. So I park my car, I get out of my car. I'm like kind of waiting, hoping someone comes to greet me because I don't really know which person I'm to see. So the person comes and finds me. I confirm with name and birthday. They lead me over to their tent in their area where they live. And they put out a chair for me, and they have like a stool, like a bench. You know, like when you go to sporting events, you have like the round topped seat with like the crossed things. It's a little taller, that's the point. That's all that matters. They're sitting on like a stool, and they tell me to take a seat on the chair. And I was like, oh, well, sure, that's fine. And they said, you know, I put this together for you. I didn't want you to have to sit on the floor of my tent. And I was like, honestly, I wouldn't have minded either way. I'd be more than happy to sit in your tent. Seems like you have a very nice setup here. Very nice piece of land that you live with these people on. But it really was beautiful. I mean, they had quite the scenery. So I sit down in the chair. We're getting through the visit. Lovely visit, by the way. It's nice to be outside sometimes. And I start to hear like a cracking noise. Maybe like a tearing noise. And I stop talking and I'm listening because I'm like, oh God, what is that? It sounded pretty like, I was kind of concerned maybe a tree branch was breaking somewhere. And then all of a sudden, my knees are hitting me in the face. So that chair, you know, that has the crisscross synthetic, like, you know, weaved fabric, you know, in the metal chair, it was already kind of fraying. And my ass collapsed through the chair and hit the ground. And I am folded in this chair like a folded chair. Like my face hit my freaking knees, okay? And now I'm not like a tiny person. I was smaller because I hadn't had my second child yet. But I am now just, like I'm stuck. I am in this chair. My ass is on the ground. My feet are in the air. I have ruined what I, at this point, believe is 50% of this patient's furniture. They have the stool that they're sitting on, and they have the chair that my ass just went through. And hang on, I'm sure you can already picture this. It's not ideal. But I also had my bag on my lap because I didn't want to just throw it on the ground. That seemed rude. So I had my bag on my lap, and I was typing away. So my scale, my measuring scale to put people on to weigh them, was in my bag, and when I folded, it smacked me in the face, right? So now I'm folded in half, I smacked myself in the face, my one eye is tearing up, I can feel the grass on my butt, which is a whole different, I have no idea what that's about, right? I can't see anything. Face on knees. This person hops up, because remember, they're sitting up higher than me. They hop up and they look and they're like, oh my gosh, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, I am totally fine, absolutely fine. That's a lie, I can't get out. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the metal frame of the chair, ass down, okay? Luckily, several very nice people on the premises came and kind of took me by the arms and pulled me out. But again, I have just broken half of this person's belongings. I'm mortified, okay? Mortified. And I'm sure you think, oh, the story ends there. No. Stop. Does it ever? No. We wish. I'm like, I have to go get this person a new chair. And mind you, I'm not close to anything. So, like, we finish the visit. I'm extremely apologetic. And then I had to drive a minute to get to somewhere where I could purchase a new chair. So I find a new chair, I bring it back, okay? And I'm like, finally, this is over. As if that wasn't terribly embarrassing. I didn't bash my right eye, smack my face on my knees, and have my butt halfway out in front of this entire group of people in the middle of a field. I get back to my hotel room, because they were one of my last people of the day, and I'm taking a shower, and I realize there's something like on my butt cheek. Like something on my butt cheek. Like it's kind of itching a little bit. So I get out, and I'm looking at the closet mirror, and I have a tick. I have a tick stuck on the top of my left butt cheek. You know, like right where your back meets the butt. Because remember, I said I felt grass on my ass. Because my pants kind of came down when I folded in half like a folding chair. So now I have a tick. And I'm in this hotel room alone. So I spent a significant amount of time they weren't even good tweezers. I did get it out. I had my husband make sure I got it all the way out when I got home the next day. But that was probably one of the more embarrassing encounters I've ever had. It was horrendous, actually.